Welcome to my garden. I have a lot of flowers growing this year and they are blooming like crazy. Look at this. I bought them somewhere in the month of May, and they were teeny tiny plants without flowers, most of them. And they were, well, about 2 inches tall. That was it. So I put them in the pots and I gave them food and water and I admired them a lot. And, you know, they say if you talk to plants, they grow better. Well, they do. I love sitting there, I must tell you. I love sitting there in the early morning, having a cup of tea, enjoying the quietness. And there are bees already flying around. I love bees and butterflies also, and bumblebees. But as you can see, many of the flowers are petunias, and they are having a great year. It looks like the very hot weather that we are having in the Netherlands. We are experiencing the 3rd heat wave of the year, but it looks like these petunias love it as long as they get enough water. So yeah, there is that bench, I think you say. Well, I love sitting there. So let's do some coloring, and this is a double page from World of Flowers, and I started coloring it a while ago. It is a lot of work. Let's start with deep cobalt green. And the pencils I'm using right now is they are Polychromos. This is Faber Castell Polychromos. And I also have my Caran Luminance pencils here. And they are a match made in heaven, those two. They work great together. And I recently put them in my carry-all bag. Here I have permanent green olive. I put them together in my carry-all bag because I am slowly preparing for the holidays, vacation, and I love just figuring out what art materials I want to take with me, and then already organize them a little bit. So I already decided that Luminance and Polychromos are coming with me on vacation. So that is why they are already in the carry-all bag. These flowers in my garden are a great inspiration. I have made a lot of pictures and photos, so I think in the future I will do quite some drawings and paintings of flowers. So I'm coloring the grass here, and I'm taking horizontal lines, not vertical but horizontal. That gives more of a feeling that the lawn is flat in its horizontal. And I'm using different colors. I have light greens and darker greens working together, and in this stage it really doesn't matter where you put it, just a light touch and things will blend together in a later stadium. The blending occurs after 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, So not now. You don't have to worry about it. Just put in your colors with a light touch. That's important. This paper in my World of Flowers book is just gorgeous. It picks up the pigments so beautifully, so evenly also. Very nice. Permanent green. I believe this was one of the first colors that I bought. Before I bought Polychromos pencils, I had a set of 5 and I tested them for months, only 5, because I wanted to be sure that I would choose the right pencil for me. And it is the right pencil for me. I love layering, and these, I recently heard an artist say that Polychromos pencils are designed for layering. I don't know if that is true, but they do layer great. And actually I selected them on layering. That is one of the main things for me that a pencil needs to be able to do. Layering well. Caran Luminance also layers pretty well. In a different way though. They are much stronger. Look, I'm sitting in my garden right now, in the backyard. Here, the Buddleia plants, you know, those flowers that attract lots of insects and butterfly. We say the butterfly plant. I think I was smart by changing the position where I was sitting, but let's change it back. This is much better light. This is a flesh tone, but it is quite pinkish, so it's beautiful for flowers. Right now I'm working on new plans for Passion for Pencils, and I'm having so many ideas that I need to be careful not to start everything and then finish nothing. So, oh, that's a mistake. Well, yeah, there are so many ideas, even an idea for making a book. I'm really thinking about making a book about coloring, of course, and painting, not a coloring book. Earth green yellowish, one of my favorite greens. Here, let's fix the mistake. That is not a flower, but that is what is left behind when the flower has dropped off. No, I think I'm seriously thinking about making a book, but by the end that it is finished, I think we are somewhere in 2021 or something, 2 years after now. Because I have, there are 2 other projects. There's one in the making that desperately needs finishing. That is a project with, oh, here we have rose carmine, slightly darker pink. Let's suggest some shading. The project that I am working on, I have been working on for 2 years now, is a project about color along with water soluble pencils, paint, stuff like that. I hope I can finish it in before the end of the year. I really would love that. And then there's a watercolor along in the making, well, in the thinking. I have ideas for that. And then that book, oh man, that book. You know, I like nature journals, but I don't know if I like making one. So, do you make nature journals? Here we have burnt ochre 10%. Very interesting color. I haven't seen burnt ochre in my paint collection. I have to look that up. I've never heard of it actually. This is again some sort of flesh tone, but with a beautiful pinkish tone. And apricot. Slightly warmer tone. I love doing this, just flicking the pencil. Pink Meadow Lake, back to Polychromos. Yeah, I need to dive into the world of nature journals because there's something I like about it. And I'm taking something with me. This is the burnt ochre again, 10%. On vacation I take something with me. It's not a nature journal, but you could use it like that. I will make a video about it, what it is. I invented it myself, but I'm not sure if it works, so I'm going to test it and then we'll see. Payne's Grey, let's do some shading. Now this may look a bit dangerous, but Payne's Grey is one of my favorite pencils. It's so versatile. If you want to make shadows, you can also choose to pick the opposite color in the color wheel. So here I'm making shadows on a green surface. Then when I take a look at the color wheel, then I should take red. Look, we have a thief in the garden. This is our vineyard, so to speak. We have grapes. Look, and this blackbird, it's a young blackbird. He knows how to steal grapes. If you are wondering what that CD is doing there, hanging, well, it flashes while it turns around, and that repels the birds. But this one has found out that when it is on top of that wooden structure, it's safe. So it's still stealing. Beautiful green, moss green. Look, a little bit of magic is starting to happen. But I think I need another layer for the magic to really happen. But as I am adding this moss green, the Payne's grey dissolves, so to speak, becomes much softer. The grapes are happy too this year, and last year also. It looks like they love the hot weather. My husband already tasted one, but they're still very sour. But the blackbird likes them, that's for sure. Here we have a warm green and yellow green. It's very similar to the Polychromos earth green yellowish, but this one is a little lighter. So here you can see the magic starting to happen. I need a couple more layers, 1 or 2, to make the magic happen really. But you can see it already happening. Really nice. This page is going to take a while, and I think I'm going to take it with me on vacation. The World of Flowers book is a book where you can take out the pages. So I took this one out, so I just fold it and take it with me on vacation. The rest of the book stays home, but this one, oh, there's a change of light. I don't know what happened, but okay, so this is it for today. I will continue coloring this one, and when I am in a later stage, I will show you again. So see you by then. Bye bye.